virtual. Remember that? Yeah, that's cool. So I remember after the first day of training, there were 3 people in training, and I said, hey, I'd love to work with you a little bit more individually. And she's like, you know what, let's do it. Individual. Our fast start record in this current office is 78:49, and she said, hey, I kind of want to beat that. I think that'd be cool. So we set out a plan. And lo and behold, it's now 79:65. This is our new fast start record holder in the office. All completely on virtual demos as well too. So this is Natalie.
Yeah.
Woo. Yeah. Okay. Very nice. All right. Cool.
Okay.
So any how would you like me to start off?
Yeah, sure. So Natalie, thank you for your time. With how well you're doing virtual demos, that was really cool to see you lead the way there. And I know you're brand new and you're like, I'm just doing the manual. I'm just like following the script and all that. But it'd be really cool to hear some tips and some just best practices that you feel are helping you do really well, because even though you just started 2 weeks ago, Natalie, and made like $1,500 already, there's a lot of students who may question the virtual demo. There's a lot of students or people who may not believe in it or know some of the little tweaks that really make a big difference. And since you're having really good success there, there's a few offices on here that I'd love just to hear some tips and see what you're doing, and then a chance to ask some questions. So you're doing great. So thanks for that. And we're just excited to hear a few tips and learn.
All right, awesome. So I think a lot of it is just the people that I've been working with.
Yep. Can you come closer or louder?
So a lot of it, I think, is just people I've been doing demos with. And I'm a very honest person. So if they ask me a question, I answer it to the best of my ability, but I'm not afraid to say that I have no idea, and then I bother my manager a lot. So that's good for me. And then I really just try to have a lot of fun and laugh with the people I'm doing demos with, as well as have a conversation throughout the demo. So you do a lot of talking in the beginning, and you're supposed to do about 10 minutes, but I like to add fun facts and say, this is super cool about all of the different things, and then they'll come up with questions, so we'll have maybe a 2-minute conversation in between each of the knives. That's basically what I do. I'm also very passionate about kitchenware, so that works for me.
What's your favorite knife?
That's a great question, since I've only used them once.
Yeah.
But I know the paring knife is one that a lot of people like, so I go into that one a little bit with the long handle. Because a lot of people who cook a lot will tell you that they have issues with the paring knives always having too short of a handle. So that's good there.
Yeah, so one of the things that I noticed about Natalie in training was that whenever I said a few things in training, she always took notes on her manual. So the fact that the paring knife has a long handle, the fact that our trimmer is our #1 sold piece, the fact that the spatula spreader is great for tuna fish, egg salad, peanut butter and jelly, ham and cheese, the fact that the petite carver is great for pineapples, the fact that the thermal resin is the same stuff used in bowling balls and NFL helmets, right? So like on everything, she took a little extra note. And when she was doing her virtual demos, she liked adding in a few of those tidbits. So it wasn't just like a normal demo. There were a lot of things that Mrs. Jones would get fired up about, and that she'd find a good way to connect as well too. So on each of the pieces, it was clear that she made a great connection with the customer about it. That awkward silence. It's awesome. So I've got one question for you that I think is always interesting, just to kind of show you guys what it looks like when you face adversity. It's not all just like, it's not easy, is it? Tell them literally, like, go through your Monday, the last day of your fast start. Go through Monday.
So my Monday, I had, I think, 2 demos booked up. And then in the morning, I called 1 million people. I got a couple more demos booked up. So I had, or I guess a few more demos. So I had 5 demos booked. And then my aunt called me at 8 in the morning. So I fit another one in. And then I had 4 cancellations. And so I was just continually calling people all day and trying to get more demos. So I think I ended up doing 6 after 5 cancellations.
So 5 cancellations on that last day, did 6 demos nonetheless, didn't stop, kept phoning. And then on those on that last demo, so walk through, like, so you had 5 demos that you did. How many were sales and how many were no sales?
I think.
So the first one was like pieces. I remember that.
Yeah, I think I had 4 no sales then. And then I called my sister again because she had gotten really excited about everything and she ended up buying a lot of things. And then I called family friends who already had Cutco and just sort of talked to them and saw if they needed any more pieces.
So at the end of the last demo, end of the day, because I remember it very vividly, was right around 8:30 or 9, called me and looked at it. And she sold a homemaker, wellness mat, some extra pieces on her last demo to finish up the day and was 150 CPO shy. And so at that point, what did you do? So it's not mind you, it's 9 p.m. at night. What did you do when you were 150 CPO shy?
So I called my mom and I asked her if she had any more people that she knew that could possibly be awake at this point. And that's when I called the family friend who already had Cutco and I just said, hey, so I have this much left to finish my fast start and beat the record. And she helped me out, but there was still a little bit left. So then I called my mom again and had her buy the last piece, which I think was just 40 CPO. That's all I needed.
Yeah, which is cool. So finish up the day. I remember calling right around 11 o'clock was when you finally finished and all the orders were in, everything was through. So pretty amazing day.
Nice. So awesome, Natalie. So it looks like your stats that Dustin sent me, that you did 30 demos, your fast start. So you're averaging like 3 a day, which is awesome. You had 18 orders, so like a 60-ish% closing ratio, and then a 443 average order, or 79.65. So that's a really good average order. How many? So I'm curious, how many did you sell any ultimate sales?
No.
The ultimate sets, any signature sets?
I sold 1 signature set.
1 signature, and then how many homemakers?
I think just 2.
2. Awesome. So it's great is out of those 30 demos, you sold about $3,000, $3,500 from those 3 big sales. So I want everyone to understand, like, you do a lot of demos, the harder you work, the luckier you end up getting. But then also still that average order is really solid. So I'm curious to help everyone else out here, how did you drop down? Like when you drop down, are you having them write down pieces throughout the demo? Are you at the end, like having them write it down? Are you writing down what they want? Like how are you maneuvering in that, most of your orders being a combo of pieces? How do you guide them in that?
So when I drop down, I have them write down the amount that it'll be. And then I really try to work with the customer as to whether it's the pieces that they don't want, if there are too many, or if it's the price. So I just try to get them the best set with the pieces that they like for the amount of money that they're comfortable with.
Cool. So are you selling a lot of starter sets then?
I think I sold 2 or 3 starter sets.
Okay, got it. Awesome. And how long are your virtual demos typically taking?
A little bit longer than normal. So when I sold the signature, it was actually a 2-hour demo because they were just getting excited about everything. I think the shortest one I've done was 53 minutes, but that was one where they didn't buy anything.
Okay. Cool. And then are you doing this over the phone, FaceTime, Skype? How are you talking to your virtual demo customers?
So I call them on the phone, and then I have them just follow along with the slideshow.
Nice.
Do it.
Nice. And so you're living in LaCrosse now. Where are you from that you need to do all these virtual demos?
I'm from Hackensack, Minnesota, so it's really far up north.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. And are you working on anything else? Do you have any other jobs or school or anything right now?
Not right now. I'm currently taking a break from school and trying to figure out what I want to do exactly.
Yep. We're in a perfect position. You talk to most people on the team, they didn't know what they wanted to do and probably still don't know what they want to do, but vectors help them grow and become a better person and develop their skills to guide them in what they want to do. So congrats on making 1,500 already while you like figure things out. It's kind of cool. Do you guys over here have any other questions for Natalie? No? What about in Dustin or Liz's office?
You have any questions? So Jason, I got a question for you, for the gentleman behind you. How many virtual demos have you guys done?
Zero. Yeah.
You're missing out. You're losing cash, dog. That's 1,500 on the table for 30 of those bad boys.
Yep. I feel like what's a struggle for those who have done virtual demos? I'm curious to see who's struggling with something or like a mentality. And I have a question for Natalie.
Before Natalie, how many recommendations were you getting before your first weekend into the first 4 days? How many recommendations were you getting for virtual?
Between 0 and 3.
Cool. And then towards the end of your fast start, how many were you getting?
About 12 and 12.
Nice.
And then what was kind of the shift? Was there anything that you listened to or anything that you kind of changed?
So I watched the Maddie Bruner videos, and she really emphasized saying who are the nicest people you know, who would be on your nicest people list. Mm-hmm. And that's basically all I changed for that. So
small tweak, some extra names.
There you go. Wow. It's exciting.
Yeah, so basically it's the full recommendation approach, and then at the last phrase is literally, who do you know who I could add to my nicest people in the world's list?
It's good. It's good. Cool. One more question I think we have, or some of the people may have. What's your mentality on what do you love about the virtual demo and showing the demo online, Natalie, that you think maybe some new rookie wimpy rep may have like a doubt about or be like unsure about, or maybe they're like, oh, well, they can't see the knives, so I don't want to do a virtual demo. I want to wait like 5 weeks till I'm back at home. Why? What's your belief in the virtual demo and showing them online without them seeing it in person?
So I think the virtual demo works because there are videos that you can show them. And then I don't know about other people, but I like to add fun facts that really make people understand what the product is. So I say that the thermoresin handle is the same material that NFL helmets and bowling balls are made out of, because that makes sense instead of it just being words. Because I can't actually show them what they're getting.
Cool. That's great. Well, thank you, Natalie. I don't think we have any more questions over here. Anything else, Dustin, you'd like to add?
It never sucks to get paid $1,200 in your second week. It's cool. Especially when you don't need to leave your house. That's why it's just awesome. Yeah. Congrats for having a fast start record now. Appreciate you for all the hard work that you do. And on top of that, you'll get more phone calls from the St. Louis office and from the Oak Lawn office as well too, just so you know, because people are excited to see you on the reports. #1 sales rep this week in the region.
Yeah, congratulations. Keep it up, Natalie. You're rocking it. Don't slow down. You just got up to the percentage now, so it's time to rake in the cash and really get really good.
Cool. Thank you, Jason.